Before we begin tonight's story, take a deep breath. Let the noise of the day slip away. You've arrived at a quiet place, a space where imagination meets calm, where stories unfold not to excite, but to ease you gently into sleep. This channel is made for dreamers, for wanderers of thought, and for those who just need a little help letting go of the world outside. If you enjoy drifting off to soft, slow, and curious tales, stories that feel like ancient whispers or forgotten memories, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to let me know you'd like to hear more stories like this, night after night. Now, find your most comfortable position. Let your eyes grow heavy. Let your breathing slow. And let's begin tonight's journey into a world that never was, but somehow feels like it's always been waiting for you. Close your eyes, relax, and let's imagine a different world, one where the moon isn't just a distant object in the night sky, but our very home. Instead of breathing the familiar air of Earth, you open your eyes and greet a morning on the moon, a silent, silver planet where everything feels remarkably different, sometimes in a strangely amusing way. From the very first moment of your new day, you'll feel an incredible lightness. The last vestiges of sleep will dissipate as your body gently lifts from your bed, which, of course, is securely anchored to the floor. That's right, on the moon, gravity is only about 1/6 of what it is on Earth. This means every movement becomes more graceful, or sometimes a little clumsy if you're not used to it. Instead of walking with a steady gait like on Earth, you'll have to learn to move with light, bouncing steps, almost as if you're gliding through the air. Each step is a long, slow hop, and sometimes you'll bound higher than you intended, taking a moment to gently descend. This feeling might be odd at first, but you'll quickly adapt and even start to feel like you're dancing in space. Your pajamas will float more elegantly than ever, and your toothbrush will feel incredibly light in your hand. Life on the moon demands significant adjustments. The architecture here is nothing like what you'd find on Earth. To protect against the harsh solar radiation and the frequent impacts of small meteoroids, most residential areas are built underground, or heavily shielded with thick layers of material. These underground cities are designed to maintain stable temperatures, supply oxygen, and filter out waste gases. Imagine your room now, without a window looking out onto a blue sky or lush green trees. Instead, you're surrounded by sturdy walls of regolith, the fine, dusty rock that covers the moon's surface, and large screens that project simulated Earth landscapes to prevent you from feeling too confined. The light indoors doesn't come from natural sunlight but from smart LED systems that can adjust intensity and color to mimic Earth's day-night cycle, helping your body clock stay in rhythm. Personal hygiene also takes on a unique lunar flair. When you turn on the tap to brush your teeth, the water won't gush out like it does on Earth. Due to the weak gravity, water tends to cling to surfaces or form large, hovering globules before you can even catch them. You'll need to use special spray bottles or pump and suction systems for personal care, ensuring not a single drop is wasted in this scarce environment. Bathing becomes an even more careful ritual, with water strictly rationed and continuously recycled. The scent of your soap won't dissipate as quickly as it would on Earth, lingering with you a little longer, which is quite an interesting sensation once you notice it. As you prepare for breakfast, remember that our food on the moon primarily consists of products grown in vast underground hydroponic greenhouses, or carefully packaged, dehydrated meals shipped from Earth. You won't find a grocery store brimming with fresh fruit picked from a nearby orchard. Instead, you'll enjoy meticulously balanced nutritional meals, perhaps a savory-flavored nutrient paste, or a crisp protein bar. Drinking water is also filtered and recycled from every possible source, from the humidity in your apartment to organic waste, a perfectly closed-loop system vital for sustaining life. You'll quickly grow accustomed to wasting absolutely nothing, because every resource on the moon is as precious as gold. Stepping out of the underground residential areas requires thorough preparation to face the harsh external environment. Your spacesuit isn't just work attire, it's your life-preserving armor. It's incredibly heavy on Earth, but on the moon, its weight is reduced by a sixth, making it much easier to move around. A clear visor on your helmet, an air filtration system, temperature control, and a communication headset are indispensable. Once outside, you'll experience absolute silence. There's no air, so no sound can travel. Everything takes place in an eerily quiet space, broken only by the steady sound of your own breathing and the hum of the suit's internal systems. The sky on the moon is a perpetually inky black, even during the day. The sun blazes like a brilliant diamond, suspended against that deep, dark backdrop, without a hint of blue or white clouds. This is because there's no atmosphere to scatter the light as there is on Earth. And then, a sight you'll never tire of, the colossal, blue-green Earth, hanging majestically in the sky, like a precious jewel. It's so large it fills a significant portion of your view, slowly rotating and constantly shifting its white cloud patterns. It's a symbol of our old home, a reminder of where humanity once lived, a beacon of life and hope. You'll often find yourself pausing, looking up, and simply gazing at its breathtaking beauty in a contemplative and peaceful way. The extreme temperatures on the moon are also stark concepts. During the day, temperatures can soar to 120 degrees Celsius, 248 Fahrenheit, hot enough to boil an egg in minutes without protection. At night, they can plummet to minus 170 degrees Celsius, minus 274 Fahrenheit, colder than the South Pole. Consequently, outdoor excursions typically only occur during specific times in the lunar day-night cycle, or within specialized vehicles equipped with temperature control. You'll never see a cloud or a rain shower. The concept of weather on the moon is one of silence, aridity, and unyielding sameness. And when you embark on your commute to work, you'll likely travel in a special type of vehicle, a lunar rover, designed to traverse the moon's rugged terrain. Its wheels are large and soft, made from special materials to grip the regolith dust effectively. You won't hear the roar of an engine, but rather the gentle clunking of the suspension and the quiet hum of cooling fans. The view through the vehicle's windows will be monotonous yet mesmerizing, perfectly circular impact craters of all sizes, distant mountain ranges shimmering under the dazzling sunlight, and an endless expanse of silver gray. Each trip is a journey of exploration. Though there are no trees or fields whizzing by, the moon's stillness and raw beauty hold their own unique allure. You'll realize that despite the absence of Earth's hustle and bustle, life on the moon has its own rhythm, a slow and contemplative pace, perfect for relaxing and pondering distant thoughts. What you see and experience on the moon isn't just a physically different world, it's an emotionally distinct one too. The absolute silence, the bottomless black sky with the blue-green Earth suspended, the gentle gravity that makes every movement feel like flight, all combine to create a sensation that is at once alien, miraculous, and profoundly meditative. You'll come to realize that life doesn't need to be loud or hurried to be meaningful. Sometimes, it's precisely the quiet and the simplicity that offer the deepest experiences. So, you've settled into the unusual lightness of your moon home. Perhaps you've even managed to navigate your morning routine without floating into a wall. Now, as the simulated daylight fills your living module, it's time to consider the lunar workday. On the moon, careers aren't about sitting in traffic or navigating crowded city streets, they're about ingenuity, resilience, and a deep understanding of our unique environment. Your workday might begin in a hydroponic farm, a vast, glowing cavern where rows of plants grow not in soil, but in nutrient-rich water. Here, the air is thick with the scent of fresh greens, a rare and comforting aroma on this otherwise scentless world. You might be monitoring nutrient levels, checking for tiny leaks in the intricate pipe systems, or harvesting crisp, leafy vegetables. The work is precise and vital, ensuring that our community has fresh food, reducing our reliance on costly shipments from Earth. Imagine tending to these plants, each one a testament to human ingenuity, knowing that every leaf and stalk contributes directly to your neighbor's dinner. The soft hum of the air purification systems and the gentle bubbling of the nutrient solutions create a surprisingly soothing backdrop to your tasks. It's a quiet satisfaction, knowing you're literally growing the future. Perhaps your role takes you to the resource processing facility. Here, the moon's regolith, that fine, abrasive dust that covers everything, isn't just a nuisance, it's a treasure trove. You might operate advanced machinery that sifts through tons of this dust, extracting precious helium-3 for energy, or water ice hidden deep within shadowed craters. The dust itself is notoriously clingy and destructive, fine as flour but sharp as glass. It gets everywhere, infiltrating seals and grinding down moving parts. Your uniform would be specifically designed to repel it, but still, you'd find a faint silvery sheen on your tools, a constant reminder of the lunar environment. It's a painstaking process, requiring immense patience and technological precision, but the potential rewards are immense, promising energy independence for our lunar colonies. Maybe you're an engineering technician, responsible for maintaining the life support systems that keep us alive, the oxygen generators, the carbon dioxide scrubbers, the water recycling units. Every flicker of a light, every breath you take, depends on these intricate networks running flawlessly. Your day might involve meticulous checks of pressure gauges, diagnosing subtle fluctuations in air quality, or delicately repairing a circuit board in a pressurized environment. The stakes are high, but so is the pride in knowing you're safeguarding the very breath of your community. Lunchtime might mean a visit to the central cafeteria, a large communal space designed for interaction. Here, you'd likely eat a meal based on the output of those hydroponic farms, perhaps a freshly grown salad paired with a textured protein patty. The conversation isn't about traffic jams or the weather, but about the latest findings from the geology team exploring a new lava tube, or a debate over the most efficient way to recycle grey water. Eating in low gravity also means your food might not sit quite as heavily in your stomach, a subtle but pleasant difference. You'll also notice how easily crumbs float away if you're not careful, a small, humorous challenge to every meal. After your work is done, the unique challenges of lunar living continue, but so do the unique opportunities for leisure. With the extreme temperatures and vacuum outside, most social life happens indoors, in shared recreational domes. Imagine stepping into a vast, enclosed space, perhaps designed to mimic an Earth park, complete with projected blue skies and artificial trees. Here, low-gravity sports are incredibly popular. A game of basketball becomes a series of graceful, floating leaps and slow-motion dunks. Running is less about speed and more about sustained, bouncing strides. Even simply tossing a frisbee can become an elegant ballet of slow-motion arcs. These activities aren't just for exercise, they're vital for maintaining bone density and muscle mass in a low-gravity environment, something Earth dwellers take for granted. For quieter moments, virtual reality isn't just entertainment, it's a lifeline to Earth. You might spend an hour walking through a simulated forest, feeling the virtual breeze on your skin, or swimming in a digital ocean. These immersive experiences are carefully designed to combat any feelings of isolation or claustrophobia that might arise from living in a confined, artificial environment. You could visit virtual museums, attend concerts, or even reconnect with distant relatives on Earth through highly realistic simulations, making the vast distance feel just a little bit smaller. Evenings on the moon bring their own brand of quiet contemplation. While the day portion of a lunar cycle lasts about 14 Earth days, and the night another 14, our habitats are carefully lit to maintain a regular Earth-like 24-hour cycle. Yet, outside, the slow march of the real lunar day continues. As the sun begins its impossibly slow descent towards the horizon, a process that takes days, not hours, you might seek out a viewing dome specifically designed to showcase the external environment. Here, the sight that truly defines your lunar existence reveals itself. It's not a sunset with fiery hues, but a gradual dimming of the impossibly bright sun, casting long, sharp shadows across the cratered landscape. And then, there it is, the Earthrise. Not a quick, dramatic event like our moonrise on Earth, but a majestic, almost imperceptible unveiling of our home planet. Imagine seeing Earth, a vibrant swirl of blue, white, and green, slowly emerge from behind the lunar horizon, then hang there, an enormous, breathtaking marble in the inky blackness. It doesn't twinkle, it glows with a steady, serene light, often showing distinct continents, swirling clouds, and vast oceans. Watching the Earth from the moon is an experience that transcends mere observation. It's a profound connection to something vast and alive, a constant reminder of where we came from and the fragile beauty of life. You'll spend hours gazing at it, watching the familiar cloud patterns slowly shift, tracking the subtle changes in its illumination as it goes through its own phases, mirroring our moon's phases from Earth. From the moon, Earth will appear as a crescent, half, or full globe, just as the moon does for those on Earth. You might find yourself tracing the outlines of continents you've only seen in pictures, imagining the lives being lived thousands of miles away. It's a deeply meditative experience, filling you with a sense of perspective that few earthbound humans will ever truly grasp. As the night part of the lunar day begins its long, slow creep across the surface outside, your living module remains bathed in artificial light, calibrated to a comfortable evening glow. The silence of the lunar environment, even within the habitat, seems to encourage a different kind of relaxation. There are no distant sirens, no rumbling traffic, no chirping crickets to interrupt the stillness. It's a pervasive quiet that allows your thoughts to drift, to settle. Perhaps you'll read a book, the pages light in your hand, or engage in a quiet conversation with a fellow resident, their voice clear and unhurried in the controlled atmosphere. The pace of life here, despite the technological complexity, often feels simpler, stripped down to essentials. You're constantly aware of your environment, of the delicate balance that sustains you, and that awareness breeds a certain calm, a quiet appreciation for every breath. The soft hum of the life support systems becomes a soothing lullaby, a constant, gentle reminder of the remarkable feat that allows you to call this silver world home. As the simulated evening lights inside your living module dim to a softer glow, calibrated to signal the end of another Earth cycle day, the real, vast lunar night outside slowly begins its almost interminable march. While your personal chronometer ticks away 24 Earth hours, the actual celestial clock of the moon is far grander, a single day stretching for 2 Earth weeks, followed by an equally long, frigid night. The knowledge of this slow, immense cycle, even when buffered by the consistent artificial glow of your habitat, lends a peculiar, almost meditative rhythm to life here. There's a subtle, constant awareness of the immense, silent void just beyond our protective walls. This unique environment shapes not just our adult lives, but the very fabric of childhood on the moon. Imagine children growing up here. Their first steps are not wobbly earthbound attempts, but light, buoyant bounces, giggling as they push off the floor and float gently downwards. School on the moon is an entirely different experience. Classrooms might be larger, more open spaces, designed to accommodate the joyful chaos of low-gravity play during recess. Imagine a game of tag where children don't just run, but bound off walls, pushing themselves across the room in graceful, arcing trajectories, their laughter echoing a little longer in the recycled air. Physical education isn't about traditional sports, but about controlled acrobatics, about mastering their own bodies in a world where a simple jump can send you soaring. The curriculum is heavily focused on understanding their unique home. Biology lessons involve tending to the very hydroponic gardens that feed the community, learning the intricate dance of nutrient cycles and plant growth. Physics isn't just theory, it's the lived reality of every low-gravity leap, every precisely calculated movement. Astronomy classes are perhaps the most profound. Children learn about the stars not through books and distant telescopes, but by stepping into a pressurized dome, gazing directly at the unfiltered, breathtaking tapestry of the Milky Way, or at the familiar, ever-present blue and white marble of Earth, their ancestral home. History lessons involve tales of the Great Migration from Earth, of the pioneers who first braved the lunar frontier, and the ongoing challenges of survival in space. They grow up with an innate understanding of resource conservation, of the fragility of life support, and the immense value of every recycled drop of water, every cubic meter of air. They are, in essence, children of the stars, born into a grand, ongoing experiment. Maintaining health in this low-gravity environment is a continuous, community-wide effort. The absence of Earth's constant downward pull means our bones don't need to work as hard, leading to a loss of bone density. Muscles, too, begin to atrophy without the same resistance. This isn't a theoretical problem, it's a daily challenge. Each day, dedicated time is allocated for rigorous exercise. You might spend an hour in a specialized gym, strapped into resistance machines that simulate Earth's gravity, or running on treadmills designed to create artificial downward pressure. Low-gravity yoga, with its impossibly long holds and graceful, floating postures, becomes both a physical and meditative practice. Children are encouraged to be constantly active, their boundless energy channeled into games that strengthen their growing bodies against the insidious effects of weightlessness. Medical facilities on the Moon are state-of-the-art, specifically equipped to monitor and counteract these physiological changes. Regular bone density scans are as routine as a dental checkup on Earth. Nutritionists work closely with individuals to ensure diets are rich in calcium and vitamin D, and tailored to support bone and muscle health. While serious medical emergencies might still necessitate a journey to Earth, the goal is to be as self-sufficient as possible, with surgeons and specialists trained in procedures adapted for low-gravity environments. Even simple tasks like taking a blood sample become an exercise in precision, preventing tiny, uncooperative blood droplets from floating away. Beyond the physical, there's the unseen but equally vital aspect of psychological well-being. Living in an enclosed, artificial environment, however vast, can take its toll. The constant hum of machinery, the absence of natural weather, the visual monotony of the moonscape outside, these are subtle pressures. To combat this, the habitats are designed with a focus on communal spaces and varied personal modules. People gather frequently in recreational domes, not just for sports, but for quiet conversation, for sharing stories, for simple companionship. Social events, from communal dinners to simulated outdoor picnics under projected starlit skies, are regularly organized to foster a strong sense of community and combat feelings of isolation. Many also cultivate small, personal gardens within their modules, miniature terrariums or potted plants that bring a touch of living green into their private spaces, a silent, growing presence. Art and creative expression flourish, often focusing on the unique beauty of the lunar landscape or the dream of Earth. Some spend hours in virtual reality, not just for recreation, but for therapeutic trips to Earth's forests, oceans, or bustling cities, experiencing the sensory richness they were born without. The lunar psychologists, too, are an important part of the community, offering support and strategies for adapting to the unique mental landscape of life beyond Earth. They understand that while the physical body might be challenged by low gravity, the human spirit needs connection, purpose, and a sense of belonging more than ever. And what about venturing beyond the immediate safety of the habitat? Exploration is in our very nature, and on the Moon, it takes on an entirely new dimension. Scientific expeditions regularly venture out onto the vast, silent surface. These aren't casual strolls. Each journey requires meticulous planning, redundant life support systems, and a deep understanding of the treacherous terrain. You might be part of a team deploying seismic sensors to study the moonquakes, or collecting samples from the shadowed regions of craters, searching for more water ice, the most precious resource. Imagine driving a new generation of lunar rovers, perhaps equipped with enhanced robotic arms, slowly navigating through ancient lava tubes that could potentially host future underground settlements, or scaling the rim of a massive crater to gain an unprecedented view of the distant Earth. The challenges are immense. The abrasive, clingy dust that can jam delicate equipment, the extreme temperature swings that demand sophisticated thermal management, the ever-present danger of micrometeoroid impacts. But the rewards are equally grand, the thrill of discovering something new, of adding to humanity's collective knowledge, of pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Each mission isn't just a scientific endeavor, it's an act of courage, a testament to the human drive to explore and understand. You might be mapping geological formations that have remained untouched for billions of years, or setting up a new communications relay station on a distant peak, extending our reach across this barren yet beautiful world. As the long lunar night settles in outside, plunging the surface into profound darkness broken only by the unwavering distant light of the sun-illuminated Earth and the millions of sharp, unwinking stars, your habitat remains a beacon of life. The systems work tirelessly, recycling every molecule of air, purifying every drop of water, generating power from vast solar arrays that track the sun's slow path, even through the longer day. This constant hum of technology is the heartbeat of our existence, a reminder of the delicate, yet robust, ecosystem we have engineered. Life on the moon isn't about the constant rush or the ceaseless noise of Earth. It's about a different kind of intensity, one born from the exquisite balance of survival and the profound beauty of our cosmic surroundings. It's a life defined by the vastness of space outside and the intimate, self-contained world within. You learn to appreciate the subtle things, the perfection of a single hydroponic tomato, the feel of recycled air on your skin, the reassuring hum of the life support systems, and above all, the quiet, majestic presence of Earth hanging in the eternal dark sky. Each simulated night brings with it a sense of deep quiet, a time for reflection on how far humanity has come, and the strange, beautiful home we've made among the stars. The silence here isn't empty, it's filled with the quiet confidence of a species reaching for the heavens. As the artificial lights in your living module dim to a warmer glow, signaling the end of another programmed Earth cycle day, outside, the deep cold of the actual lunar night slowly begins its almost interminable march. Though your personal chronometer ticks away 24 Earth hours, the true celestial clock of the moon is far grander, a single day stretching for 2 Earth weeks, followed by an equally long, frigid night. The knowledge of this slow, immense cycle, even when buffered by the consistent artificial glow of your habitat, lends a peculiar, almost meditative rhythm to life here. There's a subtle, constant awareness of the immense, silent void just beyond our protective walls. It's within this profound stillness that a unique culture begins to blossom, a blend of earthly heritage and the unprecedented experiences of a new world. Imagine an evening performance at the community center. Instead of traditional dances, you'd witness mesmerizing low-gravity choreography. Dancers don't just walk or spin, they float, they bounce, they leap through the air with incredible grace and lightness, weaving stories of humanity's migration, of Earth's distant beauty, or of the wondrous stillness of the moon itself. The music, too, takes on a special resonance, sometimes a hauntingly melodic score that blends with the silence of space, other times an aspirational symphony of cosmic exploration. Paintings and sculptures aren't just made from recycled materials, they often depict the magnificent Earth hanging in the black sky, or the ancient impact craters under the blinding sun, landscapes so familiar they've become emblematic of their identity. In such evenings, it's not just about art, but about shared experience. You'd find storytellers gathered in a corner, their voices calm and steady, recounting tales of expeditions beyond the safe confines of the habitat, of challenges overcome in building new facilities, or whimsical fables about creatures living within the mystical regolith. Lunar literature isn't solely traditional paper books but interactive digital volumes, allowing you to zoom in on images of Earth, explore detailed maps of craters, or listen to actual recordings of sounds from research stations in space. Perhaps there would be a poetry reading, where verses are crafted to laud human resilience against a harsh environment, or to express a poignant longing for Earth's lush green trees and refreshing rain showers. The community's governance structure on the moon is equally unique. There's no complex bureaucracy or rigid rules like on Earth. Instead, the Lunar Resident Council is the governing body, comprised of representatives from each key sector: research, engineering, resources, agriculture, education, and health. Decisions are made by consensus, with a focus on the sustainability and well-being of the entire community. Every issue, from allocating recycled water to planning a new exploration mission, is discussed openly and transparently. There's no room for waste or unnecessary conflict when the community's very survival depends on every decision. You might attend community meetings where every voice carries weight, and everyone understands they are an indispensable part of a complex yet harmonious survival machine. The lunar economy operates on its own system. There's no physical currency. Instead, a resource credit system is employed. Each individual contributes their labor to the community, be it as an engineer, scientist, farmer, or teacher, and receives credits redeemable for essential resources like oxygen, water, food, and energy. Trade with Earth primarily involves exchanging technology and rare lunar materials, such as helium-3, a potential isotope for clean nuclear energy in the future. There are small workshops where residents craft handmade items from recycled materials or locally extracted raw resources, then exchange them within the community or send them to Earth as unique gifts from another world. The scarcity of resources fosters creativity and innovation, where everything has value and nothing is wasted. Holidays and rituals have also gradually emerged, deeply imbued with the essence of lunar life. Earthrise Day is one of the most significant, commemorating the miraculous moment when Earth first appeared over the lunar horizon in humanity's exploratory history. On this day, the entire community gathers at the largest observatories to collectively gaze at the blue planet, a sacred moment to remember their origins and honor the pioneers. The first harvest festival celebrates the success of the hydroponic farms, a reminder that they can sustain themselves. Small feasts are held, featuring dishes made from the freshest lunar produce, and stories of the community's growth are retold. These celebrations aren't just holidays, they are vital milestones, strengthening the bonds and identity of the lunar people. However, life on the moon isn't solely composed of graceful dances and meaningful festivals. It's a continuous battle against a harsh environment. Security and defense are paramount. Thousands of sensors are placed across the surface and within the habitat walls, constantly scanning for micrometeoroids, tiny space debris that could breach the protective shell if undetected. When an alert is triggered, automated blast doors lock down, and rapid response teams are deployed. Protection from solar radiation is also an ongoing task. Thick shielding layers, made from regolith and specialized materials, are continuously monitored and reinforced. Especially during events like solar flares, the entire community might need to move to deeper underground shelters, where they can safely avoid the high-energy particle streams. Though these events are rare, thorough preparation is imperative to ensure everyone's safety. You'll become accustomed to checking the radiation shield status lights before bed, a small habit with profound significance. Connection to Earth is also an indispensable part of life. Despite forging their own distinct culture, lunar residents maintain regular contact with their home planet. Video calls have a slight delay due to the distance, but it's part of the experience. You might spend evenings chatting with family or friends on Earth, sharing stories of your life, listening to news from the world outside. These conversations bring joy, yet also evoke a deep longing for simple things like birdsong, the smell of rain, or the feel of wind on skin. But it's also these conversations that reinforce the belief that you are part of something larger, a bridge between two worlds, bringing hope for humanity's future. Ultimately, living on the moon changes how you perceive the world and your own place in the universe. The concept of time becomes more fluid, measured by the rhythm of life support systems rather than the rise and fall of a sun. The enveloping silence makes you feel tiny against the vast cosmos, yet simultaneously deeply connected to life itself. You'll realize that happiness isn't found in the conveniences or clamor of Earth, but in the most fundamental things: breath, water, a close-knit community, and the overwhelming beauty of the universe. Each evening, as you prepare to drift off, the gentle hum of the air conditioning and the steady clicking of monitoring equipment become a soothing symphony. You lie there, weightless on your tethered bed, feeling the subtle vibration of the entire settlement, a ship in an ocean of space, silent and resilient. The sense of being part of something grander, a new civilization slowly forming under the distant light of Earth, brings a profound peace and a gentle sleep. As the gentle hum of your habitat's life support systems lulls you into a sense of profound security, the endless lunar night outside deepens, a vast, silent canvas punctuated by the unwavering glow of a distant Earth. This isn't merely darkness, it's the unfiltered void, a cosmic ocean where light travels uninterrupted for billions of miles. This immense backdrop shapes more than just the view from your window, it subtly reshapes your very perception of time, distance, and humanity's place in the universe. Your internal clock, attuned to Earth's familiar rhythm, might tell you it's midnight, but the grand, slow sweep of the true lunar cycle reminds you of a different, more ancient temporality. Life here, while seemingly predictable within the confines of the habitat, is also a constant dance with the unpredictable. Beyond the regular drills for micrometeoroid impacts or solar flare alerts, there are the more subtle, scientific challenges that fuel daily life. Imagine participating in a lunar seismic study. You might be part of a team deploying delicate sensors across vast, desolate plains, carefully navigating craters and ridges in your specialized rover. These sensors aren't just listening for moonquakes, they're trying to unravel the moon's deep geological history, to understand its core, its mantle, its very formation. The data they transmit could reveal secrets about the early solar system, information that Earthbound scientists can only theorize about. The process is painstaking, involving long hours of precision driving, careful instrument placement in the thin, clinging dust, and vigilant monitoring of life support. It's a quiet, methodical effort, punctuated by the silent, breathtaking beauty of the ancient landscape under the unwavering gaze of the distant sun or Earth. Then there are the resource prospecting missions. Even with our established water ice reserves in shadowed craters, the need for new, accessible sources is continuous. You might find yourself on an expedition to the lunar poles, where temperatures are so extreme that only specialized, cryo-resistant rovers can operate for extended periods. Your task could be mapping subsurface ice deposits using ground-penetrating radar, or collecting core samples that reveal layers of water frozen for eons. These missions are often solitary affairs, save for your trusted rover and the distant voices of mission control. The silence out there is absolute, broken only by the crackle of your comms system and the faint whirring of your suit's internal mechanisms. It's a profound experience of isolation, yet also one of immense purpose, knowing that every ounce of water you help discover is a lifeline for your community. The challenge of lunar dust, or regolith, continues to be a persistent, almost personal adversary. It's so fine, yet incredibly abrasive, like tiny shards of glass. It clings to everything, infiltrating seals, grinding down machinery, and even causing respiratory issues if ingested. You learn a meticulous routine of dust removal after every external excursion, using specialized vacuum systems and electrostatic brushes. Your habitat is designed with multiple airlocks and decontamination zones, a series of negative pressure chambers to trap the pervasive dust before it can enter the living quarters. Every tool, every piece of equipment brought in from the outside, undergoes a thorough cleaning ritual. It's an endless, quiet battle, a testament to the fact that even in the ultimate frontier, the smallest particles can pose the biggest threats. This constant vigilance, though mundane, becomes a subconscious rhythm of life, a quiet hum of awareness that underscores your reliance on technology and meticulous planning. Beyond the scientific and operational necessities, the Moon fosters a unique relationship with recycling and sustainability. On Earth, waste management is often an afterthought. Here, it's integrated into every aspect of life. Nothing is truly a waste. Every drop of grey water from a shower, every exhalation of carbon dioxide, every discarded food wrapper, all are meticulously collected, processed, and reintroduced into the closed-loop system. You learn to sort your personal waste with almost religious fervor, knowing that the plastics might be melted down and 3D printed into new tools, the organic matter composted to nourish hydroponic plants, and the water vapor from your breath condensed and purified for drinking. This isn't just an ecological principle, it's a matter of survival. This profound awareness of finite resources instills a deep sense of responsibility, making you acutely aware of your own footprint, a quiet dignity in knowing you live in harmony with your incredibly limited, yet perfectly managed, environment. Even your personal living module reflects this philosophy. Every piece of furniture, every storage compartment, is modular and multifunctional, designed to maximize space and minimize material use. Your personal wardrobe might consist of a few sets of high-tech, self-cleaning garments designed for lunar conditions, eliminating the need for excessive laundry and water consumption. The lighting adjusts automatically based on your activity, conserving energy. There's a subtle beauty in this efficiency, a quiet elegance in living with exactly what you need, nothing more, nothing less. It fosters a certain minimalism, a detachment from the material excesses of Earth. Social interaction on the Moon also takes on subtle nuances. While large communal gatherings provide vital social outlets, the more intimate moments often occur in smaller, quieter settings. Imagine sharing a meal with a few friends, perhaps in a quiet alcove overlooking a simulated Earth landscape, or simply sitting in a shared lounge, reading side by side. The conversations here tend to be deeper, more reflective. Without the constant distractions of earthly life, the advertising, the endless news cycles, the casual gossip, discussions often gravitate towards philosophy, science, the human condition, or simply quiet companionship. There's a palpable sense of shared destiny, a collective understanding that everyone is here for a purpose, creating a profound bond that transcends mere acquaintance. You learn to read unspoken cues, to appreciate the subtleties of human connection in an environment where direct interaction is precious. As the tonight phase of the true lunar cycle stretches on outside, lasting for those long, Earth week-long periods, the habitat becomes an even more enclosed, self-sufficient cocoon. The internal lights continue their programmed cycle, but the sheer duration of external darkness underscores the sheer isolation of your existence. This is when the reliance on internal systems and community spirit truly comes to the forefront. Emergency power drills become more frequent, ensuring readiness for any extended system failures. Psychological support services, though always available, see increased utilization as individuals navigate the potential for seasonal affective disorder in the absence of natural daylight for extended periods. The communal spirit truly shines, with neighbors checking in on each other, organizing impromptu social gatherings, or simply offering a comforting presence. For those rare moments when you desire an even deeper connection to the outside, there are specialized telescope domes. Here, you can gaze at the universe with a clarity unimaginable on Earth, without the distorting effects of an atmosphere. You can observe distant galaxies, the faint glow of nebulae, and the intricate dance of other planets in our solar system. The sheer number of stars, blazing with unwavering intensity against the velvety black, can be overwhelming, yet deeply humbling. And then there's Earth, ever present, sometimes a sliver of light, sometimes a full, brilliant orb, its familiar continents a comforting reminder of your origins. It's in these moments, suspended between two worlds, that the ultimate meaning of your lunar existence truly resonates. You are a pioneer, a guardian of a new world, but forever bound by the silver umbilical cord of light and memory to the blue marble of home. The silence of the dome, broken only by the soft whir of the telescope, invites contemplation, a gentle drift of thoughts across the vastness of space, leading you to a calm, profound sense of belonging in the most unlikely of places. As the artificial lights of your module gently cycle through their programmed hues, mimicking the familiar ebb and flow of Earth's day, you feel the subtle, constant vibration of the habitat. It's not a tremor of instability, but the deep, reassuring thrum of a perfectly engineered system, a living, breathing entity expanding its reach within the silent, eternal embrace of the lunar regolith. This isn't just about survival anymore, it's about growth, about becoming true architects of the abyss, weaving complex layers of life and technology deeper into the moon's ancient crust. The process of habitat expansion is a marvel of both robotics and human ingenuity. Imagine the sheer scale, massive, automated boring machines, controlled remotely from central engineering hubs, slowly gnawing through tons of compacted regolith and rock. Their progress is deliberate, measured in meters per week rather than kilometers per day, creating vast tunnels and caverns. Once a new chamber is excavated, specialized construction drones fly in, often in low-gravity formation, to spray layers of sintered regolith, lunar dust melted and fused into solid, durable structures, creating the primary walls. Human crews then follow, meticulously installing the intricate web of life support, miles of ventilation ducts, thousands of meters of water pipes, countless kilometers of electrical conduits. Every seal is tested and retested, every connection rigorously inspected, because a single, tiny leak in this vacuum could be catastrophic. The air in these newly constructed sections, before they're fully integrated, carries the faint, dry scent of processed rock, a distinct smell of progress. You might find yourself observing these crews, moving with balletic grace in their pressurized suits, a symphony of quiet, focused effort, building the very future of humanity. Powering this growing civilization is a feat of advanced engineering. On the surface, vast solar array farms unfurl like metallic flowers, meticulously tracking the sun's agonizingly slow path across the lunar sky. These aren't just simple panels, they are cutting-edge photovoltaic systems, designed to withstand extreme temperature fluctuations and resist the insidious cling of regolith. During the 2-week-long lunar day, they harvest an immense surplus of energy, which is then stored in colossal superconducting magnetic energy storage (SMEs) units, giant, subterranean rings of superconductor coils, cooled to near absolute zero, where electricity can circulate indefinitely without loss. These silent, invisible power reservoirs ensure a steady supply of energy throughout the equally long lunar night. But the true game-changer, the whispered promise of infinite energy, lies in the nascent helium-3 fusion reactors. Tucked deep within the moon's core, these experimental facilities are pushing the boundaries of physics, attempting to harness the clean, powerful energy from helium-3, a rare isotope abundant in the lunar regolith but scarce on Earth. Operating these reactors is a delicate, precise dance of magnetic fields and plasma, a constant, low hum echoing through reinforced chambers, representing humanity's boldest step towards true energy independence. The management of water and air is nothing short of miraculous. Every single molecule is precious. Water, whether extracted from shadowed polar craters or painstakingly desalinated from deep underground brines, undergoes a multi-stage purification process so advanced it borders on alchemy. It involves reverse osmosis, electrodialysis, and even biological filtration systems utilizing specialized microbes to break down impurities. The reclaimed water then passes through a final UV sterilization, ensuring pristine quality. It's so pure, it often tastes oddly bland, lacking the mineral nuances of Earth water, a subtle reminder of its engineered origins. The air you breathe is equally managed. Giant CO2 scrubbers work tirelessly to remove exhaled carbon dioxide, while electrolytic oxygen generators split recycled water molecules, releasing fresh oxygen back into the habitat. Humidity levels are meticulously controlled, collected from every breath, every drop of perspiration, and recycled back into the system. You are part of an incredibly intricate, closed-loop ecosystem, where nothing is wasted, and every breath is a testament to technological brilliance. Beyond basic hydroponics, agricultural evolution on the moon is a continuous pursuit. Scientists are experimenting with bioregenerative life support systems, aiming to create mini-ecosystems that mimic Earth's natural cycles. Imagine vast, tiered grow chambers, where not only vegetables flourish, but also specialized algae ponds, quietly churning, converting carbon dioxide into oxygen and providing nutrient-rich biomass. Research is ongoing into adapting Earth crops to Martian soil simulants derived from regolith, mixed with processed organic waste, pushing towards a future where soil-based agriculture might even be possible under controlled conditions. The flavor and texture of lunar-grown produce are constantly being refined, with dedicated taste engineers working to replicate the richness of Earth-grown fruits and vegetables. You might participate in a sensory panel, quietly assessing the crispness of a new variety of lettuce or the subtle sweetness of a hydroponic berry, contributing to the culinary future of your new home. And then there's waste transformation, a concept taken to its extreme here. Anything that can't be immediately recycled is processed through a pyrolysis unit, where high heat breaks down complex organic waste into simpler compounds, which are then either repurposed as feedstock for other systems or safely contained. Even human waste is seen as a valuable resource, converted into fertilizer for the biospheres or components for chemical reactors. Hazardous chemical waste from industrial processes is vitrified and buried deep within the moon's inert crust, monitored by an array of remote sensors. Nothing is truly discarded, everything is transformed, a continuous cycle of matter within the finite boundaries of the habitat. This relentless pursuit of efficiency gives the habitat an almost sterile cleanliness, a quiet hum of systems constantly at work, processing, transforming, sustaining. Within the habitat, internal transportation is largely automated and silent. Sleek, electric trams glide silently along designated pathways, connecting different modules and sectors. These aren't just for convenience, they reduce human exertion in low gravity, conserving energy for more vital tasks. For external travel, beyond the rovers, specialized lunar landers are being developed for rapid transit between distant settlements or to transport heavier cargo across vast distances of the lunar surface. Imagine a new generation of these silent, automated craft, capable of precise, soft landings anywhere on the Moon, extending humanity's footprint far beyond the initial base. The Moon's greatest scientific advantage lies in its unique environment for astronomical observation. On the far side, shielded from the constant radio noise and light pollution of Earth, a giant lunar radio telescope array is slowly being assembled, its dishes stretching for kilometers across ancient impact basins. Here, astronomers can listen to the universe with unparalleled clarity, picking up faint signals from the very edges of the cosmos, signals that would be drowned out by Earth's interference. On the near side, in vacuum-sealed domes, optical and X-ray observatories pierce the inky blackness, their mirrors untouched by atmospheric distortion, offering breathtakingly sharp images of distant galaxies, black holes, and the birth of stars. You might be a volunteer for a night shift at one of these observatories, gazing at data streams, each pixel a silent whisper from billions of years ago, feeling the immense scale of the universe in a way no earthbound individual ever could. Amidst all this technological complexity, daily life for the individual maintains a remarkable sense of quiet confidence. Your routines are precise, your actions often deliberate, a subconscious acknowledgement of the engineered world around you. There's a subtle pride in being part of something so meticulously crafted, so ingeniously sustained. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat, all are products of collective effort and scientific brilliance. This constant awareness of your reliance on technology breeds a unique form of humility and appreciation. Living on the Moon inevitably shifts your philosophical perspective. The concept of privacy, for instance, takes on new meaning in a confined, interconnected environment. While personal modules offer solitude, the very nature of a closed system means your existence is inherently communal. You become acutely aware of your interconnectedness with every other individual, every system, every molecule. The relationship with nature is redefined. It's not the wild, untamed nature of Earth, but a meticulously managed, engineered ecosystem, a testament to human ingenuity rather than raw biological force. This transforms your understanding of life itself, not as something given, but as something precious, hard-won, and constantly sustained through vigilance and innovation. The future here isn't a given, it's actively built, breath by breath, module by module. As you drift off, enveloped by the silence of your module, you might hear the almost imperceptible hum of the helium-3 reactor, a distant promise of endless energy, a quiet lullaby of humanity's audacious dream, echoing softly in the cosmic cradle of the Moon. As the programmed day cycle inside your lunar habitat begins, casting a gentle, consistent illumination across your living module, you are acutely aware of the silent, intricate ballet performed by the systems that sustain you. It's a symphony of technology, constantly humming, whirring, and filtering, orchestrating the very air you breathe and the water you drink. This isn't just about managing resources, it's about being the ultimate stewards of an enclosed, fragile atmosphere, every breath a conscious act of engineering and responsibility. Consider the sheer complexity of air management on the Moon. It's far more than just generating oxygen. The air inside your habitat is a meticulously balanced blend of gases, precisely controlled for pressure, temperature, humidity, and composition. Imagine a network of advanced atmospheric processors humming quietly in dedicated, shielded chambers deep within the base. These aren't just simple filters, they are sophisticated chemical reactors and physical separation units. They relentlessly scrub out exhaled carbon dioxide, which is then often rerouted to the hydroponic farms to feed the plants, or even processed further to reclaim oxygen. Trace contaminants, the minuscule byproducts of human activity, off-gassing from materials, or even the faint scent of cooking, are continuously monitored and removed by molecular sieves and catalytic oxidizers, ensuring the air remains pristine and odorless. The system also controls humidity with pinpoint accuracy, condensing excess moisture, which is then, of course, recycled into the water system to prevent dampness, a serious issue in enclosed environments. You might notice the subtle, constant breeze from the ventilation system, a gentle reminder that every cubic meter of air is precious, constantly monitored, purified, and recirculated, a vital, invisible current sustaining every life within the habitat. Equally complex is the continuous oversight of water purification and distribution. While you might simply turn a tap for drinking water, the journey that water takes from your shower or even your perspiration back to your glass is an engineering marvel. It involves not just simple filtration, but multiple stages of physical, chemical, and biological purification. Membrane bioreactors use specialized microbes to break down organic contaminants, followed by reverse osmosis filters that remove even the tiniest dissolved solids and salts. Then, UV sterilization ensures complete disinfection, leaving water so pure it often tastes almost distilled, a neutrality that some find odd compared to Earth's mineral-rich waters. Every single drop is tracked, from its initial source, be it ice mining or humidity condensation, through its various uses, to its final reintegration into the system. This meticulous management means that the water you drink might have once been used for irrigation in the hydroponic gardens, or even condensation from your own breath, completing a perfect, life-sustaining loop. There's a subtle pride in knowing you live in such a perfectly closed system, a constant dance of conservation and ingenuity. Beyond the vital basics, the lunar environment has spurred innovative approaches to personal well-being and privacy. In a community where every resource is shared and every breath recycled, true solitude can be elusive. However, personal living modules are designed with advanced soundproofing, creating zones of absolute quiet where you can truly escape the gentle hum of the habitat. Some modules even feature customizable light and scent emitters, allowing you to recreate the sensory experiences of Earth, perhaps the soft, warm glow of a forest at sunset, accompanied by the faint scent of pine, or the cool, blue light of an ocean vista with the subtle aroma of salt air. These personal sanctuaries are cherished, vital for mental health, offering a psychological refuge in a technologically dense world. The evolution of lunar cuisine is another fascinating detail. While staple ingredients from the hydroponic farms provide fresh produce, the scarcity of traditional earth-based farming has led to culinary innovation. Imagine chefs in the central kitchen experimenting with 3D printed foods, creating complex textures and flavors from nutrient pastes and processed proteins. They might replicate the feel of a steak or the flakiness of a fish, using precise molecular structures. Fermentation plays a crucial role, transforming basic ingredients into a wider array of flavors. New lunar-specific recipes emerge, often incorporating the unique, earthy notes of certain algae strains or specially developed protein powders. Meal times remain a central social event, a moment to gather, share stories, and savor the ingenuity of their food production system. You might find yourself debating the merits of a new lunar cheese made from engineered microbes versus a classic Earth-imported parmesan, a playful nod to their culinary heritage. The commitment to sustainability permeates every aspect of society, fostering a unique lunar ethos. Children are raised with an intrinsic understanding of resource conservation, not as an abstract concept, but as a lived reality. Education emphasizes hands-on experience in resource management, waste transformation, and closed-loop systems. There's a quiet pride in the community's ability to sustain itself, a collective sense of purpose that transcends individual desires. This leads to a low-waste, high-efficiency culture where conspicuous consumption is practically non-existent. People value functionality and durability, creating a society that is surprisingly free from the pressures of materialism common on Earth. Your possessions are often practical, multifunctional, and built to last, a reflection of the environment's demands. Looking further out, the development of inter-habitat travel and even initial steps towards self-replication are gaining momentum. As the first major colony grows, plans are already being drawn for sister settlements, perhaps within nearby lava tubes or at strategic resource-rich locations. This involves the slow, meticulous process of transporting modules, equipment, and even specialized robotic crews across the desolate lunar surface. Imagine automated cargo crawlers, huge, multi-wheeled vehicles moving at a snail's pace, carrying precious equipment under the watchful eyes of remote operators. The vision is to build a network of self-sufficient lunar outposts, each contributing to the greater lunar civilization. The ultimate goal? To reach a point where the moon can produce everything it needs to build more colonies, without any further resupply from Earth, achieving true independence. The philosophical impact of living on the moon continues to deepen with each passing lunar cycle. The constant, unfiltered view of the cosmos from beyond Earth's atmosphere instills a profound sense of cosmic perspective. The stars don't twinkle here, they burn with a steady, intense light, countless suns illuminating the true vastness of the universe. You spend quiet moments in the observation domes, gazing at the distant nebulae or the majestic spiral of the Milky Way, feeling both incredibly small and intimately connected to the grand cosmic dance. This perspective often leads to deeper discussions about humanity's purpose, its place among the stars, and the unique responsibility of being the first off-world settlers. There's a quiet understanding that you are not just living on another body, you are forging a new path for all of humanity, a testament to resilience, ingenuity, and the enduring human spirit. This quiet contemplation, surrounded by the mechanical heartbeats of your habitat, leads to a profound sense of peace and belonging in the vast, silent crucible of space. As the simulated dawn breaks across your living module, painting your personal space with a soft, consistent light, you feel a profound sense of continuity. The habitat, a testament to human ingenuity, hums around you, a giant, intricate machine keeping life alive on a barren world. But beyond the immediate necessities of breath and sustenance, life on the moon has fostered an unexpected blossoming of the mind and spirit, creating spaces dedicated to knowledge, heritage, and the enduring connection to Earth. Imagine the great lunar library, not a grand, imposing edifice of stone and wood like those on Earth, but a vast, interconnected network of pressurized caverns and suspended platforms, bathed in a soft, non-glare light. Here, knowledge is stored not in fragile paper tomes, but in a constantly updated digital archive, mirrored and backed up across multiple secure servers deep within the moon's crust. Every book, every film, every piece of music, every scientific paper ever produced on Earth is meticulously digitized and available at your fingertips. You can spend hours drifting through holographic projections of ancient texts, or zooming into intricate diagrams of a forgotten terrestrial machine. The low gravity makes browse effortless. You might push off a wall and glide gracefully to another section, pulling up a display of Renaissance art or an immersive documentary on deep sea life on Earth. This library isn't just a repository, it's a living, breathing connection to humanity's vast and diverse past, a profound anchor in the silent cosmos. Beyond the formal library, educational centers are designed to be highly interactive, embracing the unique physics of the moon. Imagine children learning physics not from textbooks alone, but by conducting experiments in controlled low-gravity chambers, observing how fluids behave in space or how objects collide in slow motion. Biology classes might involve hands-on work in the hydroponic gardens, nurturing real plants and understanding their life cycles from seed to harvest. History lessons are supplemented with immersive holographic simulations, allowing students to walk through ancient Earth cities or witness pivotal historical events. This hands-on, experimental learning fosters a deep understanding and appreciation for both their terrestrial heritage and their lunar present. The concept of heritage preservation extends beyond mere data. Specialist teams are dedicated to maintaining a seed bank of terrestrial flora, small, highly protected biomes where endangered Earth plants are meticulously cultivated in controlled environments. These miniature ecosystems serve not just as genetic backups, but as living museums, allowing moon dwellers to occasionally experience the vibrant colors, textures, and even the faint, natural sense of Earth's greenery, a poignant reminder of what was left behind and what must be remembered. Similarly, there are archives of Earth's natural sounds, the rush of a river, the chirping of crickets, the roar of a thunderstorm, the laughter of a crowd. These are played in dedicated sensory rooms, allowing individuals to close their eyes and briefly transport themselves back to a world of rich, natural auditory experiences, a balm for the soul in the moon's pervasive silence. Even the arts on the moon reflect this dual identity. While new forms of low-gravity performance art flourish, there's a strong current of nostalgia for Earth. Musicians compose intricate pieces that mimic the complex sounds of Earth's weather patterns or the rhythmic pulse of its oceans. Visual artists create stunning digital landscapes that blend the stark beauty of the moon with idealized visions of Earth's vibrant ecosystems. Poets write not only of the stars and the cosmic journey but also of the bittersweet memory of rain on leaves or the feeling of soil beneath bare feet. This cultural output serves as both an expression of their unique present and a vital link to their shared past, ensuring that the legacy of Earth continues to resonate in this new, silver home. The challenges of psychological resilience in such a confined, engineered existence are understood and actively managed. Beyond individual therapy, community-wide programs are designed to foster mindfulness and connection. Daily communal meditation sessions, often held in quiet, dimly lit domes with projected images of calming earthscapes, help individuals center themselves. Group virtual excursions to simulated terrestrial environments are common, allowing people to experience walking through a forest or swimming in an ocean together, fostering shared, positive memories that mitigate the sense of isolation. The concept of lunar buddy programs pairs experienced residents with newcomers, providing a crucial support system for adapting to the unique pressures of off-world living. The focus is on proactive well-being, acknowledging that mental health is as vital to survival as breathable air. Furthermore, the governance system is constantly evolving to ensure continued harmony and efficiency. The Lunar Resident Council frequently engages in participatory design sessions, inviting citizens to contribute ideas for new habitat modules, improved recycling systems, or educational programs. Transparency is paramount. All discussions and decisions are logged and accessible to every resident, fostering a deep sense of ownership and accountability. This direct, community-driven approach to governance ensures that the colony remains responsive to the needs of its people, a testament to human adaptability and the power of collective decision-making. Minor disputes are often resolved through community mediation, emphasizing understanding and reconciliation over punitive measures, reinforcing the idea that every individual is a valuable part of the shared endeavor. Life on the moon also instills a unique understanding of resource value and efficiency. Every kilowatt-hour of energy, every liter of water, every gram of food is accounted for and deeply respected. You'll never see water running unnecessarily or lights left on in empty rooms. This isn't just rule following, it's an internalized ethos. Innovation is driven by the need to do more with less. Engineers are constantly refining systems to achieve even higher rates of recycling, greater energy capture, and more efficient agricultural output. Scientists explore novel ways to utilize every component of the lunar regolith, from structural materials to trace elements for manufacturing. This pervasive culture of efficiency creates a subtle sense of calm, knowing that every effort contributes to the long-term viability of your home, a quiet satisfaction in the elegance of sustainable living. As the lunar day cycles towards its simulated end, casting long, soft shadows across the communal areas, you might find yourself reflecting on the incredible journey humanity has undertaken. From a single blue marble to a new civilization nestled within the silent, dusty embrace of another world. The hum of the life support, the gentle clink of recycling machinery, the distant murmur of voices in the communal spaces, these are the lullabies of a new humanity, resilient and resourceful. You are part of an ongoing story, a living testament to human ingenuity and the boundless spirit of discovery. And as you prepare for your own period of rest, the knowledge of the great lunar library, standing silent and vigilant with the collected wisdom of all human history, provides a profound comfort, a reminder that even in the vast, cold void, the light of knowledge and connection continues to burn brightly, illuminating your dreams and guiding the silent future of the moon. As the soft, constant glow of your habitat's interior marks another Earth day. The true lunar day continues its imperceptibly slow crawl outside, a vast, silent expanse of rock and dust stretching towards a horizon so distant they seem to vanish into the curved darkness. Your community, once a mere speck of human endeavor, has matured, becoming a complex, thriving microcosm. But the spirit of exploration, deeply embedded in humanity's core, doesn't cease at the habitat's edge. It extends outward, into the boundless lunar wilderness, and inward, into the very fabric of identity forged in this extraordinary new home. Venturing into the lunar wilderness is an expedition into a world of stark, unparalleled beauty and unforgiving peril. Imagine preparing for a multi-day scientific reconnaissance mission. The process is meticulous, almost ritualistic. You don your heavy extravehicular activity, EVA, suit, not just a garment but a personal spaceship, its layers designed to protect against micrometeoroids, extreme temperatures ranging from sizzling hot to utterly frigid, and the relentless stream of solar radiation. Every seal is checked, every oxygen tank pressure verified, every communication link tested. The air in the suit is a faint, metallic scent, recycled and purified with absolute precision. Stepping through the final airlock, the world outside is transformed. The silence is profound, broken only by the whirring of your suit's internal systems and the rhythmic thud of your own heart. Your mode of transport is a specialized, rugged lunar rover, far more advanced than early models. These aren't just vehicles, they are mobile laboratories equipped with advanced navigation systems, autonomous driving capabilities, and extendable robotic arms for sample collection. As you traverse the ancient terrain, the view through the wide, reinforced visor is breathtaking. Craters of all sizes stretch to the horizon, some sharply defined with rocky rims, others softened by billions of years of micrometeoroid bombardment. Distant mountain ranges, untouched by erosion, cast impossibly long, dark shadows that stretch for tens of kilometers, starkly contrasting with the blindingly bright, sun-drenched peaks. The regolith dust, fine as powder, billows up in ethereal plumes with every slow, deliberate turn of the rover's massive wheels, hanging in the vacuum for what feels like an eternity before slowly, silently settling back down. This dust, while beautiful in its dance, remains a constant threat, clinging to everything, an abrasive omnipresence. You might spend hours mapping geological formations, deploying deep drilling equipment to search for new ice reserves, or studying unusual mineral deposits. It's a solitary yet deeply communal task, as your every move is monitored by a vigilant mission control back at the habitat, their calm voices a vital link in the profound silence. The expansion and sustainment of lunar life depend on an array of highly specialized professions and skills that barely exist on Earth. Consider the regolith mining engineers, responsible for designing and operating the massive robotic excavators that extract valuable resources from the lunar soil, not just helium-3, but also iron, titanium, aluminum, and silicon, which are then used as raw materials for 3D printing and construction. Then there are the atmospheric chemists, meticulously monitoring and balancing the delicate gas mixtures within the habitat, ensuring the air is perfectly breathable, detecting and neutralizing the minutest of contaminants. The astroagriculturists are pioneers in their own right, constantly experimenting with new strains of plants that thrive in enclosed, controlled environments, developing new nutrient solutions, and even exploring methods for limited protein synthesis to broaden the colony's diet. Each profession is a vital cog in the complex machinery of lunar survival, requiring not just technical expertise but an unwavering dedication to the collective well-being. As the lunar civilization grows, the concept of intercolony dynamics begins to emerge. Imagine that beyond your own primary habitat, a new, smaller settlement has been established, perhaps nestled within a protected lava tube several hundred kilometers away. Communication between these outposts is vital, relying on a network of lunar communication satellites orbiting the Moon and surface relay stations. There are regular cargo transports, slow and deliberate rover convoys carrying essential supplies, research data, and sometimes even personnel between habitats. Joint scientific ventures are common, pooling resources and expertise for larger projects, like the expansion of the Farside Radio Observatory. There might even be friendly challenges or competitions, perhaps related to resource extraction efficiency or new agricultural yields, fostering a sense of camaraderie and shared progress among the various lunar outposts, each a nascent beacon of humanity. Perhaps one of the most profound aspects of life on the Moon is the emergence of the moonborn generation. These are individuals whose entire lives have unfolded under 1/6 Earth gravity. Imagine their physical differences: a lighter bone structure, perhaps slightly elongated limbs, and a gait that is naturally buoyant, accustomed to bounding rather than walking. Their inner ear, accustomed to low gravity, might make visits to high-gravity environments like Earth feel disorienting. Psychologically, they possess an inherent understanding of closed systems, of resource preciousness, and of the profound silence of space. Their connection to the Moon is primal. It is their true home, the only world they've ever truly known. While they study Earth in holographic simulations and connect with Earthborn relatives, their loyalty and identity are undeniably lunar. They are the true inheritors of this new frontier, looking not back at Earth with longing, but forward into the deeper cosmos, seeing the Moon as their launch pad. The development of lunar law and ethics is a continuous, evolving process, often debated in open community forums. How do you allocate precious resources during an unforeseen crisis? What are the ethical boundaries of human physiological adaptation research in low gravity? How do you ensure justice and fairness in a small, tight-knit community where anonymity is virtually impossible? These aren't abstract philosophical questions, they are matters of daily survival and social harmony. Decisions are often guided by principles of sustainability, collective good, and the long-term viability of the colony. There's a strong emphasis on restorative justice, aiming to resolve conflicts by repairing harm and rebuilding community ties, rather than punitive measures. Every resident understands that the survival of all depends on the cooperation and ethical conduct of each. Ultimately, the Moon's role is evolving beyond just a colony. It is becoming humanity's gateway to deep space. Imagine the massive launch facilities being constructed on the Moon's equator, where the low gravity offers an enormous advantage for escaping the Moon's gravitational pull with significantly less fuel than from Earth. Here, rockets are assembled from resources mined directly from the Moon, perhaps fueled by the very helium-3 that powers your habitat. This is where the truly ambitious missions will begin: multi-year journeys to Mars, expeditions to the asteroid belt for rare minerals, or even robotic probes to the outer solar system. The Moon is not just a place to live, it's the stepping stone, the cosmic port from which humanity will eventually launch itself into the unexplored vastness, a quiet hum of future possibilities echoing through its ancient craters. And through it all, the silent sky above remains a constant, profound presence. The stars, countless and unwavering, burn with an intensity that Earth dwellers can only dream of. There are no atmospheric phenomena here, and no clouds, no storms, no shimmering auroras. Just the inky blackness and the pinpricks of light, utterly still. This clarity allows for unparalleled astronomical observation, but also instills a deep, almost spiritual connection to the cosmos. You might find yourself simply gazing, lost in thought, the true scale of the universe laid bare before you. The perception of time also subtly shifts. While your habitat maintains Earth's 24-hour rhythm, the knowledge of the long lunar day and night outside imbues a different sense of the passage of time, not fleeting moments, but vast, geological epochs, making human endeavors feel both incredibly small and remarkably significant against such an immense backdrop. As you prepare to end your simulated day, a gentle sense of peace descends. The hum of the habitat, the distant voices of your community, the knowledge that beyond these walls, new pathways are being forged into the silent wilderness and into the depths of space. You are a part of this unfolding story, a living testament to humanity's endless curiosity and its quiet determination to not just survive, but to thrive and explore in the most extraordinary of circumstances, finding a serene harmony in the cosmic crucible of your lunar home. As the rhythmic hum of the life support systems provides a constant, reassuring backdrop to your simulated lunar day, you begin to appreciate the intricate dance between survival, expansion, and the evolving economic tapestry that connects your silent world to the bustling blue marble of Earth. Life here isn't just about self-sufficiency, it's about forging a new economic frontier, a vital link in what some are already calling the Silk Road of the Stars. The lunar economy has blossomed far beyond mere subsistence. While internal resource credits ensure equitable distribution of essentials, the true wealth of the Moon lies in its unique exports. The most prized among these is helium-3, that precious isotope which powers your habitat's fusion reactors and promises to revolutionize clean energy on Earth. Imagine the continuous, almost imperceptible process of harvesting vast, automated regolith processing plants scattered across the lunar surface, silently sifting through tons of dust, extracting the infinitesimal quantities of helium-3 embedded within. These refined isotopes, incredibly valuable due to their rarity on Earth and their potential as a non-radioactive fusion fuel, are then packaged into specialized containment vessels, cooled to cryogenic temperatures, and awaited by Earth-bound cargo ships. The revenue generated from these exports funds the import of highly specialized components not yet manufacturable on the Moon, advanced microprocessors, complex biological cultures, or unique artistic materials. This silent, meticulous trade keeps the channels of interplanetary commerce open, a steady stream of resources flowing from the Moon's quiet bounty to Earth's insatiable energy demands. Beyond helium-3, the Moon also exports advanced manufacturing components. With a vacuum environment, stable geology, and access to raw lunar minerals, specialized factories within shielded caverns produce ultra-pure alloys, precision optical instruments, and even bespoke components for deep space probes that cannot be replicated on Earth. Think of vast, automated 3D printing facilities extruding complex structures from lunar-derived metals, or cleanroom labs where microscopic components for next-generation observatories are fabricated in conditions of unparalleled purity. These are niche, high-value exports, showcasing the Moon's unique industrial capabilities and cementing its role as a crucial manufacturing hub for humanity's expansion into the cosmos. The pursuit of bioengineering and advanced medical science on the Moon is pushing the boundaries of what it means to be human. Scientists in pristine biodomes are not just cultivating new crop strains, they are actively researching the long-term effects of low gravity on human physiology at a genetic level. Imagine studies focusing on controlled gene expression to enhance bone density or to mitigate muscle atrophy, perhaps even exploring methods for subtle metabolic adaptations that reduce reliance on complex nutrient inputs. There's ongoing research into personalized medicine, where treatments are tailored to an individual's unique genetic profile and their response to the lunar environment, using lunar-grown biopharmaceuticals. The ethical implications of these advancements are constantly debated within the Lunar Resident Council, ensuring that progress serves humanity's well-being without compromising core values. You might even hear hushed discussions about the potential for longevity research, given the reduced stress on the cardiovascular system in low gravity, opening new avenues for understanding human aging. The presence of advanced robotics and AI is woven into every fabric of lunar life. These aren't just tools, they are integral members of the colony. Highly sophisticated AI networks manage the habitat's complex environmental controls, predict equipment failures before they occur, and optimize energy distribution with unimaginable efficiency. Out on the surface, fleets of autonomous construction robots work tirelessly in extreme conditions, preparing sites for new modules or excavating deep tunnels, unburdened by the need for oxygen or warmth. Personalized companion robots assist with daily tasks, offer tailored exercise routines, or even engage in intellectually stimulating conversations, acting as tutors or confidants. In moments of crisis, highly agile rescue drones can navigate treacherous terrain, rapidly assessing damage or providing emergency aid, their silent whirring a symbol of unwavering support. This level of automation frees human residents to focus on higher-level problem-solving, research, and creative pursuits, deepening the human-machine symbiosis. The lunar political landscape continues to mature. The Lunar Resident Council, having proven its efficacy, now engages in increasingly complex diplomatic relations with Earth-based entities, individual nations, burgeoning space agencies, and even private corporations. Treaties on resource sharing, intellectual property, and even space traffic control are regularly negotiated. Debates within the Council are often spirited, reflecting the diverse perspectives within the colony. There are expansionists who advocate for rapid growth and interplanetary exploration, and stewardship advocates who prioritize sustainable self-sufficiency and careful management of existing resources. These discussions, though sometimes intense, are always grounded in the shared understanding that survival in space demands consensus and pragmatic decision-making. Lunar embassies on Earth are small, specialized missions, serving as crucial liaisons, their representatives often feeling like quiet pioneers in a world they've grown distant from. Culturally, fusion and identity on the Moon are a vibrant blend. As generations of moon-born individuals grow, a unique vernacular is emerging, incorporating technical terms, space-related metaphors, and a distinctive low-gravity-influenced body language. Lunar holidays have gained deeper significance, First Light Day celebrating the start of the long lunar day outside, marked by communal gatherings in observation domes to witness the slow rise of the sun and the gradual dimming of Earth in the sky. New forms of art express this evolving identity, music with long, reverberating notes reflecting the profound silence of space, or dance forms that exaggerate the graceful slowness of low-gravity movement. There's a growing sense of a distinct lunar identity, a quiet pride in being the first permanent off-world humans, yet always intertwined with a deep, revered connection to their earthly ancestry. The challenge of the long lunar night remains ever present, but its management has reached an art form. During these sustained weeks of external darkness, energy management becomes even more critical, relying entirely on the immense SME's battery arrays. Lighting within the habitat is subtly adjusted to counteract potential seasonal affective disorder, with specific full-spectrum light therapy rooms available. Communal activities intensify, longer virtual reality sessions, extended art workshops, and collaborative research projects that benefit from uninterrupted focus. The psychological support network reinforces community bonds, with residents actively ensuring no one feels isolated during these prolonged periods of external darkness. The habitat truly becomes a perfectly insulated cocoon, a beacon of persistent life against the profound, endless night. Comprehensive environmental protection is a multi-layered shield. Beyond the passive defenses of thick regolith shielding, active systems constantly monitor incoming threats. Plasma shields, generated by powerful electromagnetic fields, are being tested as a defense against high-energy solar particle events, subtly deflecting harmful radiation away from the habitat. Advanced debris tracking systems identify even microscopic micrometeoroids, allowing for automated evasive maneuvers or pinpointed interception by laser-based defense systems if they pose a threat to critical infrastructure. Every inch of the habitat's exterior is covered in self-repairing material that can autonomously seal small punctures. This continuous, silent battle against the cosmos ensures the habitat remains an impregnable fortress of life. The deep space observation advantages of the Moon have led to scientific breakthroughs of monumental significance. From the far side, shielded from all earthly interference, the Lunar Farside Radio Observatory has detected gravitational waves from events billions of light-years away with unprecedented clarity, opening a new window into the very first moments of the universe. Optical telescopes in vacuum domes have imaged exoplanets with detail previously thought impossible, identifying potential biosignatures in distant atmospheres. The moon is not just a base, it's the ultimate observatory, a silent sentinel peering into the origins and mysteries of the cosmos, providing data that constantly rewrites humanity's understanding of its place in the grand scheme. As you gaze at the schematic of the expanding habitat, envisioned as an interconnected network of underground cities stretching for hundreds of kilometers, you realize that your community is no longer just a colony, it is a nascent lunar nation. It's a testament to the enduring human spirit of exploration, resilience, and collaboration. The future is not just about survival, but about a new chapter for humanity, written in the fine dust of the moon, powered by the whispers of helium-3, and guided by the unblinking gaze of the stars. And as the programmed night descends upon your module, a sense of profound peace settles over you, a quiet confidence that the dreams whispered in the void are slowly, steadily becoming reality. As your simulated lunar day gracefully transitions, the constant, unwavering hum of your habitat no longer registers as mere sound, but as the very pulse of your world. It's the silent heartbeat of a civilization that has transcended mere survival, blossoming into a constellation of interconnected settlements, each a vibrant node in humanity's growing network beyond Earth. The dream of a single colony has given way to the reality of a nascent lunar nation, a testament to shared vision and enduring perseverance. Imagine the sheer scale of this interconnectedness. Your habitat is no longer isolated. It's one of several major lunar cities, each specializing in different aspects of production or research. Perhaps yours is the central administrative and agricultural hub, while another, hundreds of kilometers away, is a colossal helium-3 extraction facility, and yet another, nestled within a massive lava tube, houses advanced manufacturing and deep space launch facilities. These burgeoning cities are linked by a complex network of underground high-speed maglev trains, silently whisking cargo and passengers across vast distances in minutes, insulated from the harsh surface environment. On the surface, automated heavy-lift transports move colossal modules and raw materials, crawling across the landscape like diligent metallic insects, guided by AI with pinpoint precision. Cultural exchanges between these cities are common, with residents making inter-city visits for festivals, academic conferences, or simply to experience a different architectural style or specialized recreational dome. The relentless drive for deep lunar exploration continues to push the boundaries of knowledge. Beyond routine surface mapping, highly specialized research teams embark on missions to the most enigmatic regions of the moon. Think of expeditions delving into the permanently shadowed craters at the lunar poles, where ancient water ice deposits are being meticulously studied, not just for resource extraction, but for clues to the solar system's early history, preserved for billions of years in the perpetual chill. Robotic probes equipped with advanced ground-penetrating radar explore vast, unmapped subsurface lava tubes, immense voids potentially large enough to house entire cities, offering unparalleled protection from radiation and micrometeorites. These are treacherous, often dangerous ventures, requiring cutting-edge autonomous robotics and human crews trained for extreme environments, their voices calm and professional over the comms, even as they navigate geological features never before seen by human eyes. Each new discovery, each successful exploration, adds another layer to humanity's understanding of its silent companion. The arts and philosophy on the moon have blossomed into an incredibly rich and distinct expression. Artists craft intricate sculptures from lunar regolith fused with recycled polymers, creating pieces that capture the stark beauty of the moon's horizon or the ethereal dance of Earth in the black sky. Composers create vacuum symphonies, music designed to be experienced with specialized bone conduction headphones, mimicking the nuanced sounds of a silent world where sound travels differently. Poets delve into themes of transcendence and belonging, grappling with what it means to be a lunar human, born away from the gravitational embrace of Earth, yet carrying its legacy. New philosophical movements emerge, pondering the ethics of planetary stewardship, the definition of sentience in an age of advanced AI, or the spiritual connection to a universe viewed without atmospheric distortion. These intellectual and artistic pursuits are not mere diversions, they are the very soul of the lunar nation, providing meaning and purpose in an engineered existence. While full-scale terraforming remains a distant, perhaps even controversial, concept, early, subtle discussions and localized environmental modifications are underway. Imagine small, experimental surface biodomes, hermetically sealed, transparent structures where a microatmosphere is slowly being introduced. Within these bubbles, hardy, genetically engineered terrestrial plants and even tiny insect species are cultivated, thriving in meticulously controlled conditions. These are not attempts to conquer the moon, but careful, ethical experiments in creating localized, self-sustaining ecosystems, pushing the boundaries of life support and perhaps, one day, paving the way for larger, more diverse habitats that integrate natural processes more fully. The debates surrounding these projects are intense, touching on questions of pristine environments versus human expansion, and the long-term responsibilities of altering a celestial body. The crisis management and resilience of the lunar nation are unmatched. Every major habitat is designed with multiple layers of redundancy and self-sufficiency. Imagine a simulated major meteoroid strike drill, automatically sealing blast doors hiss shut, internal atmospheric pressure systems kick into overdrive to compensate for any structural breaches, and deep underground bunkers, capable of sustaining the entire population for months, are activated. Every resident knows their role, moving with quiet precision to designated safe zones. Beyond physical threats, there are protocols for long-term equipment failures or unforeseen biological contaminants, involving rapid diagnostic AI and decentralized resource caches spread across the lunar surface. The interconnectedness of the lunar cities means that in a truly catastrophic event affecting one, others can immediately divert resources, personnel, and even provide temporary refuge, illustrating the deep, unwavering commitment to mutual aid and shared survival. The moon's evolving role as a neutral ground for interplanetary diplomacy is becoming increasingly significant. As humanity expands its reach to Mars and perhaps beyond, the moon, being the first off-world settlement, naturally assumes a position of experienced leadership. Future conferences between representatives from Earth, lunar, and nascent Martian colonies might be held in a specially designed, low-gravity diplomatic facility on the moon, a place where shared challenges and aspirations can be discussed without the political baggage of any single terrestrial nation. It's a testament to the lunar nation's growing maturity and its vision for fostering peace and cooperation across the solar system. The lunar legacy being built is immense. Future generations, perhaps those who will never set foot on Earth, will inherit a world of quiet resilience, advanced technology, and profound self-awareness. They will grow up with the stars as their constant companions and Earth as their revered ancestor, a symbol of origin rather than a lost home. The relationship with Earth evolves from dependence to a deep, respectful kinship, a shared story of two worlds linked by history and ambition. The moon will be their crucible, forging a new branch of humanity, adapted to the cosmos. Even on a personal level, your connection to the lunar landscape deepens. During surface excursions, amidst the scientific rigor, you find moments of profound, almost spiritual connection to the raw, unchanging terrain. The stark beauty of the ancient craters, the way light plays on the desolate plains, the sheer vastness of the silence, it imbues a sense of perspective unique to this world. You learn to appreciate the subtle textures of the regolith, the way your footsteps leave crisp, indelible prints that will last for eons in the vacuum. It's a personal communion with a world of timeless, elemental power, a place where humanity is both an intruder and a nascent part of its future. The refinement of daily life within the habitat continues. personal modules become even more customizable, with advanced holographic projectors capable of creating highly realistic, moving landscapes or even open, virtual skies above your bed. Smart materials adjust temperature and texture to your preference. Leisure activities become more diverse, from elaborate low-gravity theatrical performances to competitive esports played across the entire lunar network. The underlying technology, once overtly present, now seamlessly integrates into life, becoming an almost invisible facilitator of comfort and possibility. As your simulated night descends, bringing a soft, ambient quiet to your module, you reflect on the incredible journey. The hum of the life support, the gentle vibrations of the habitat, the distant thought of the interconnected cities, and the unwavering light of Earth in the black sky, these are the lullabies of a civilization forging its own destiny. You are not just living on the moon, you are part of its silent, enduring soul, a testament to humanity's tireless quest for knowledge, connection, and a future among the stars. The quiet confidence that settles upon you is the knowledge that here, in this cosmic cradle, humanity is not just surviving, but thriving, writing its grandest chapter in the ink of the void. As your simulated lunar day quietly unfolds, the continuous, gentle hum of the habitat has long ceased to be mere background noise. It is the very breath of your world, a testament to an evolved understanding of life itself. Your lunar nation, once a daring outpost, now cradles a sophisticated, self-sustaining ecosystem that approaches the intricate balance of Earth, yet within the stark, silent embrace of the moon. This isn't just about breathing, it's about life generating life, in a meticulously choreographed dance of biology and engineering. Imagine the heart of this evolved ecosystem, the central Biosphere dome. This isn't just a hydroponic farm, it's a vast, multi-layered environment under a massive, transparent regolith composite dome that allows filtered sunlight to penetrate. Within, rows of nutrient-rich hydroponic plants intermingle with carefully controlled, small-scale aquaponic systems, where fish and aquatic plants form a symbiotic relationship, their waste nourishing the crops. Further in, a dedicated section might even house insect farms, cultivating protein-rich mealworms or crickets that efficiently convert organic waste into edible biomass, a sustainable, high-yield food source. The air here is subtly different, richer with the scent of growing things, a faint, earthy aroma that whispers of terrestrial forests. The quiet bubbling of water, the rustle of leaves, and the gentle whir of environmental controls create a soothing symphony, a constant reminder of the incredible achievement of creating such intricate life in the void. You might spend a quiet hour here, simply observing the delicate balance, a living tapestry that feeds and breathes for the entire community. This deeply integrated ecosystem subtly reshapes human adaptation, extending beyond mere physiology to the very architecture of the mind. Living in low gravity fundamentally alters your proprioception, your sense of where your body is in space. Earthborn concepts of up and down become fluid. You think in terms of vectors and pushes, not just steps. This constant spatial awareness, combined with the pervasive silence and the lack of natural weather cycles, hones your perception in unique ways. Your senses become more attuned to subtle internal cues, the slight change in air pressure, the faint vibration of a distant system, the nuances in a colleague's body language in low-G dreams, too, might shift, incorporating more floating, flying sensations, or vast, silent landscapes. Memory might become more spatially referenced, linked to the unique pathways and modules of the habitat. The very fabric of cognition and consciousness evolves, fostering a mind that is perhaps more analytical, more aware of systems and interdependencies, yet paradoxically, also deeply contemplative amidst the vast silence. The arts and education on the Moon continue to innovate, deeply interwoven with lunar physics and existence. Imagine zero-G dance troupes. Their performance is a breathtaking spectacle of controlled flight and graceful acrobatics, telling stories through movement that defy earthly limitations. Sculptors work with sintered regolith and recycled metals, creating monumental pieces that interact with light and shadow in ways only possible under lunar conditions, reflecting the harsh beauty of the exterior. Educational methodologies embrace immersive, multi-sensory experiences. History students don virtual reality environments to witness the construction of the very first lunar habitats, feeling the weightlessness and hearing the original comms chatter. Biology classes involve gene sequencing of lunar-adapted microbes, allowing students to directly participate in cutting-edge research. Every subject is infused with the immediate reality of their unique home, fostering a generation of critical thinkers inherently connected to their environment. The pursuit of advanced resource self-sufficiency has reached astonishing levels. Your lunar nation now possesses the capability to manufacture nearly everything it needs, closing almost every resource loop. Think of advanced chemical refineries deep underground, processing lunar ores to extract rare earth elements and precious metals, which are then used to fabricate complex electronics, specialized alloys, and even intricate microchips. Biopharmaceutical labs produce custom medications and vaccines entirely from lunar-grown cultures and synthetic compounds, ensuring medical independence. The reliance on Earth for anything beyond foundational research data or unique cultural artifacts is dwindling. This near-total self-reliance isn't just economic, it instills a profound sense of security and autonomy, a quiet confidence in the face of the vast cosmic unknown. Indeed, the Moon serves as humanity's most crucial interstellar proving ground. Technologies and human adaptations refined here are directly applicable to the audacious dream of travel beyond the solar system. Imagine the ongoing research into long-duration closed-loop life support systems, pushing the limits of recycling and biological regeneration for voyages that could last centuries. Experiments in radiation shielding for deep space transit are conducted on the lunar surface, exposed to unfiltered cosmic rays, informing the design of future interstellar vessels. Even the psychological protocols for long-duration confinement, developed to manage mental well-being on the Moon, are crucial for supporting crews on journeys spanning generations. Furthermore, lunar-based observatories are actively involved in exoplanet characterization, identifying potential targets for future probes or even interstellar colonization. The Moon is not just a destination, it's the cradle of humanity's interstellar future, a silent laboratory for unlocking the secrets of the galaxy. The lunar nation's global influence on Earth is undeniable. Its very existence is a living testament to humanity's capacity for ingenuity, resilience, and cooperation. It inspires generations on Earth, sparking renewed interest in science, engineering, and space exploration. Its technological innovations, particularly in renewable energy, resource recycling, and closed-loop ecosystems, frequently find applications back on Earth, helping address global challenges. The Moon becomes a symbol of possibility, a beacon of hope, reminding Earth that even in the face of daunting challenges, humanity's spirit of innovation can create miracles. In this environment, relationships evolve, finding quiet strengths. The close-knit nature of the community fosters deep bonds. Families, though sometimes dispersed across different lunar cities for work or study, maintain strong connections through constant virtual interaction and shared cultural events. The emphasis on shared purpose and mutual support means that individual well-being is inherently tied to communal harmony. There's a profound sense of responsibility for one another, a quiet understanding that in this engineered world, every individual's contribution is vital. This fosters a unique form of empathy and collective resilience, where moments of shared silence or simple companionship hold immense value. Despite all the technological advancements, a subtle awareness of the unknowns and inherent anxieties of off-world living always persists. What if an unforeseen biological agent emerges within the closed system? What if a truly catastrophic, undetectable cosmic event were to occur? These are low-probability fears, but they are ever present. This underlying tension is managed not through panic, but through hypervigilance, continuous research, and the unshakable confidence in their redundancy systems and collective problem-solving capabilities. It's a quiet acceptance of risk, balanced by an unwavering commitment to preparedness, a testament to humanity's ability to thrive even on the edge of the unknown. The sensory landscape of an engineered world is unique. The air, though perfectly breathable, lacks the earthy notes of soil or the metallic tang of rain. The pervasive quiet, broken only by the soft, rhythmic hum of machinery, becomes a part of you. Textures are often smooth, synthetic, or the fine, dry dust of regolith that somehow finds its way in. Yet, within this controlled environment, you learn to appreciate the subtle details, the unique taste of lunar-grown algae crackers, the feeling of recycled air currents on your skin, the tactile satisfaction of a perfectly calibrated tool, or the profound stillness that allows your thoughts to wander freely, unburdened by Earth's cacophony. As your simulated night descends, bathing your module in gentle darkness, a profound sense of purpose fills you. You are part of humanity's evolutionary path, not just surviving on a new world, but changing in response to it. The moon isn't just a place to live, it's a crucible, forging a new kind of human, whose consciousness expands to encompass not just one planet, but the boundless cosmos. And as you prepare for your rest, the quiet confidence that hums through the habitat is the sound of a dream becoming reality, a silent promise of endless exploration. As the simulated dawn breaks over your living module, painting the engineered space with a familiar, soft light, there's a profound sense of quiet accomplishment. The hum of the habitat, once a mere promise of survival, now resonates with the deep satisfaction of a future fully realized. The lunar nation isn't just self-sufficient, it is a thriving, independent civilization, a testament to humanity's unwavering resolve to not just endure, but to flourish in the most extraordinary of circumstances. The goal of total resource independence has been achieved. Imagine factories, vast and silent beneath the regolith, where every single component, from the most intricate microchip to the largest structural beam for a new habitat module, is manufactured entirely from lunar resources. The helium-3 fusion reactors, now perfected, generate a boundless supply of clean energy, not just for the lunar cities but for burgeoning orbital stations and deep space missions launched from the moon. Water, once a precious import, flows abundantly through closed-loop systems, purified to pristine levels. The biospheres, now larger and more complex, yield a diverse array of fresh produce, and advanced biosynthesis labs produce a complete spectrum of nutrients, pharmaceuticals, and even high-grade proteins from engineered microorganisms. The economic umbilical cord to Earth has gently, deliberately, been severed, replaced by a relationship of mutual respect and selective exchange. The lunar nation now sends back not just rare isotopes, but also cutting-edge technologies perfected in its unique vacuum environment, quantum computing components, advanced materials, and unique astronomical data, valued beyond measure on Earth. With self-sufficiency came the full blossoming of the lunar identity. The Moonborn, now several generations deep, comprise the vast majority of the population. Their physical forms, though subtle, show adaptations, perhaps a slightly lighter build, an instinctive grace in low gravity, and a keen, almost hyper-aware sensitivity to the nuances of their engineered environment. Their culture is a rich tapestry woven from the myriad earthly traditions brought by the first pioneers, now infused with distinct lunar customs. Silent vigils are held on the edge of the long lunar night, where communities gather in observation domes to witness the slow descent of the sun and the profound, star-dusted darkness, meditating on the vastness of the cosmos. Regolith artistry has become a celebrated form, with artists sculpting intricate, often ethereal, pieces from fused lunar dust, designed to interact with projected light in ways that evoke the moon's stark beauty. Even their language has subtly shifted, incorporating slang and metaphors unique to their experience, a gravity check for a moment of reflection, a regolith heart for quiet resilience. The moon is not just where they live, it is who they are. This world has truly become home. The engineered habitat, once a mere shelter, is now a place of profound comfort and familiarity. The subtle hum of the life support systems is as comforting as a hearth. The feeling of low gravity, once a novelty, is now the natural state, providing effortless movement and a quiet sense of freedom. Children grow up exploring vast indoor parks under simulated blue skies, their laughter echoing a little longer as they float and bounce. The unique light of the habitat, calibrated to perfection, shapes their earliest visual memories. Their connection to the lunar landscape, viewed through reinforced windows or during carefully planned excursions, is one of deep respect and quiet reverence. It is their ancestral land, a silent, unchanging witness to their pioneering spirit, etched with the footprints of their forebears. From this vantage point in a distant future, you can look back and see the immense legacy of those early pioneers. They weren't just engineers or scientists, they were visionaries who dared to dream beyond one world. Their quiet perseverance, their meticulous attention to detail, and their unwavering commitment to community built not just a colony, but a blueprint for humanity's future among the stars. The Lunar Nation stands as a living monument to human ingenuity, a testament to what can be achieved with peaceful persistence and a shared, grand purpose. Indeed, the moon has proven to be the ultimate blueprint for humanity's broader destiny in the cosmos. Every challenge overcome here, from total resource recycling to managing psychological well-being in confined spaces, provided invaluable lessons for future settlements on Mars, asteroid mining operations, and even hypothetical interstellar ecologies. The Lunar Nation actively shares its accumulated knowledge, its technologies, and its refined ethical frameworks with nascent off-world ventures, guiding humanity's expansion into the solar system with wisdom born of experience. It is the steady hand, the wise elder sibling in humanity's growing cosmic family. The relationship with Earth has evolved into something deeply profound. No longer a parent-child dynamic, it is a bond between two mature, independent entities. Earth remains the revered origin, the vibrant, living jewel in the sky, visited occasionally by lunar diplomats or those seeking to experience the full embrace of a planet's gravity. Cultural exchange continues, with artists and scientists moving between worlds, enriching both societies. The Earth looks to the moon not with concern, but with pride, a testament to its own offspring's resilience. The Lunar Nation, in turn, looks to Earth with a protective affection, a deep appreciation for the cradle that birthed humanity, a shared history that binds them across the silent void. And through it all, the profound silence of the moon remains a constant. Even within the bustling habitats, There's an underlying quietude, a lack of natural atmospheric noise that encourages introspection. It shapes the way people speak, often in calmer, more measured tones. It fosters a mind accustomed to deep focus and contemplation. This pervasive silence isn't empty, it's filled with the quiet hum of purpose, the whispers of innovation, and the steady, rhythmic pulse of life itself. It's the sound of a civilization at peace with its unique place in the universe. As your simulated night descends, casting long, peaceful shadows, you feel the gentle, rhythmic hum of the habitat, the distant echo of conversations, and the profound, quiet strength of a people who have built a home among the stars. You are part of this enduring human spirit, resilient, resourceful, and eternally curious. And as you prepare for your rest, the vision of the Earth, a vibrant jewel in the silent sky, reminds you that even here, on the tranquil surface of the moon, humanity's journey is far from over. It's a journey of quiet determination, of constant discovery, and of finding eternal peace in the grand, silent crucible of the cosmos.